Hey, Champs and Chums fans, it's Anthony here.
And Ashton.
Hey, Ashton, how are you? How you doing, man? Where are we right now, actually?
Well, we're at home,
Yep.
um, and we're right now celebrating our 3-year anniversary.
That's right, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us on this Facebook Live. It's so great to have you here. This is our best of father-son fun talk here on this Thursday night, getting ready to kick off a super Thanksgiving weekend with our big thanks, Ashton. You're right. Ashton, you mentioned 3 years of Champs and Chums, 37 episodes, 3 seasons. October 2019, October the 5th, 2019, everybody, just to set the stage, we pressed play on Champs and Chums, father-son fun talk about sports, life, and friendship, and it has been among so many amazing projects. This passion project, Ashton, has been so special. Fist bumps right away. Big bump. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. But Ashton, let's set the stage for our fans. And thank you so much for joining us, whether you're on live play or on recording here. Ashton, how do you feel about 3 years of Champs and Chums?
Well, Champs and Chums has been an amazing project with my dad, and honestly, we've built so much um, confidence, and we have support from you fans, and also it's our 3-year anniversary, so that means we are doing our Facebook Live tonight to talk about some of the memorable moments and some souvenirs from 3 years.
Ashton, bang on, man. You want to take over the show here? You are so good, right? But Ashton is bang on. He's right. It's 3 years, Champs and Chums. We want to say our thanks to everybody, but we also wanted to show you, as we do on these Facebook Lives, some pictures and descriptions of some fascinating experiences, some great things that have happened to your Champs and Chums over the course of 3 years, maybe more in the last year. And everybody, as a bonus, Ashton has gone into his treasure chest of amazing things, things that you sports fans would like. Call them collectibles, call them memorabilia. We are going to show some of you here tonight on Champs and Chums. So good stuff. We're going to start with some photos just to get going. So we'll go from the home studio over to our first photo. And here it comes up here. Well, Ashton, boy, let's start off on this. What a way to kick off this Facebook Live here on a Thursday night, everybody. It's terrific because you're seeing us at the Blue Jay game, but something special. Ashton, take it away.
Well, me and my dad had amazing seats for the Blue Jays game, and after every inning, Vladdy Guerrero would throw more grounders to Bo Bichette, and he usually throws it up in the crowd. And I guess I could say I got the golden ticket.
Well, you got the golden ticket, and it was a golden day, everybody, because it was Father's Day. It was the first ever Father's Day for your Father's Day experience for father and son to go down on Sunday, Father's Day. It was a great time, and Ashton, your favorite player, Vladimir Guerrero, tossed one up. I actually think I didn't get it first attempt. It kind of went off my hand, but I made sure it went right to the ground, and there it was, special moment. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. This might be the time, actually, Ashton, to just before we go to the next photo. It's a big weekend for the Jays.
Oh yeah, it totally is. They are going into the postseason tomorrow. And we're going to the game.
That's right, everybody. Your Champs and Chums will be there. Looking forward to it. First pitch, 4:07. It's going to be amazing. I mean, there's nothing like playoffs in anything. Right, Ashton? I mean, you've been to some amazing experiences, hockey, basketball. Your first ever playoff experience tomorrow. It's going to be amazing.
Yes, it is.
Good stuff. Well, let's move on to the next photo here. You're joining us on Facebook Live. It's Thanksgiving weekend, and I'm going to throw a pun at you. I wonder who is in this picture here.
Well, it's some of the characters from Charlie Brown. And this was at Snoopy's Planet, I believe. And we happened to encounter some Charlie Brown friends, and we took a picture with them.
The cutest, absolutely. And I'm not talking about the two in the middle, right? I'm talking about the guy to the left of the screen there. The cutest. Good stuff. And that was a big day. We had a sports connection because our friends at the MLSE 905 invited us down.
Yeah, it was an amazing experience going to the courtyard and getting food and meeting Carlton the Bear, meeting Wendell Clark, Nick Antropov, and
Ricky Vive.
Rick Vibe, yeah.
Now, I mean, he's in the history books now still for 50 goal scorer, but Austin Matthews did that. So great day at Wonderland. It was something special. It was great to be down there and get a sports connection going. Let's move on to the next photo. And what an experience this was. This happened on Labor Day.
Yeah, it did.
The battle of the QEW, I guess you would
Yeah.
say. Tell them about that.
Well, it was the day before I go back to school. I actually lost a tooth on that day. That's really special. And it was the Labor Day Classic, Hamilton Tiger Cats versus the Toronto Argonauts. Hamilton was really electric, but unfortunately they did not come through with the win. Our boys in blue, they came and beat them, I think, 28-18.
Oh, it was decisive, quite sound. The Boltmen sunk them, as it were. Yeah, that was a great, and I mean, one of the most legendary trophies in sports, one of the oldest pro sports trophies, the Grey Cup. I had a chance to experience that, and football, Canadian football, is the way to go. We'll keep moving here on some photos for Facebook Lives. Thanks so much for joining us. And Ashton, we've got another one that's coming up here, and it's got a Leaf connection to it. Tell the fans about that. That was in the heart of our city here in Brampton.
Yes, it was. And I mean, I can't believe the experience there, watching a playoff game at the big screen in downtown Brampton. And the city of Brampton, I think, posted on their Instagram.
Oh, that's right.
About us in that picture, and it was a really special moment just to be in the city of Brampton's Instagram feed.
Yeah, well, that, and then also Leaf Nation is all over, including the city of Brampton. Amazing time. We may not have that photo up there, but you went down to experience your first playoff game during that series against the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yes, I did.
Amazing. Well, we'll keep moving on the photo side here on our best of father-son fun time. Well, actually, I'm remiss.
Yeah.
Great job getting this photo in, because this was your first ever playoff experience. What a night.
Yeah,
Ashton.
it was super electric. I remember you lost your voice.
Oh, yeah, I
pretty
lost
bad.
my voice. I couldn't have done any episode recordings or anything like that.
Yeah. 3-3 Tampa Bay and Toronto. Austin Matthews with the go-ahead goal for the win, and that was the most electric hockey games I've ever been to.
Oh, you know, the Leafs, of course, have so much great history, great tradition, but they've really captured the imagination of young people. It was nice to see all the Leaf fans of varying ages in the arena, and then walking out into Maple Leaf Square, Ashton.
Oh, wow.
After the game,
Yeah.
I could just, just feel the energy and excitement. Everybody was in such a great mood. I think we're going to see a lot of that shift as we go down to the baseball game tomorrow as well, too.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Well, let's keep moving here on these photos. I like where we're going. And wow, this was an appointment we had, Ashton.
Yes,
It was a very important appointment.
Yeah.
It was in downtown Toronto. It was to meet a man named Stanley.
Yes, it was.
Well, why don't you tell him about this?
Well, this was just days after my birthday. I went to Square One for my birthday and got a Maple Leaf Drew House jersey, and that jersey that says Ashton on the back, and it says 10. And lots of family came, and
Well, I know you want to tell the fans is there as well too. How did you feel when you went into the Sport Check, and there it was? It was like all the luminaries of Leafland.
like Austin Matthews,
Their
Mitch
jerseys,
Marner,
yeah.
yeah. And in the middle, I just see Ashton, and I'm like, wait, hold on, did they draft a player whose last name is Ashton? And surprisingly, my dad made the appointment to have my jersey put up, so it looked really, really cool once I came in. and it was one of the best experiences.
Amazing. You can go down to the Hall of Fame multiple times, Ashton. There's always something to find. We've got some great uh, best of guests that actually have a place in the Hall of Fame. Of course, Angela James, right? Our episode 29 guest. She's a Hall of Fame inductee. Paul Rosen, the international Paralympic goaltender. His mask is in there. Rosie, shout out to Rosie. And then, of course, our most recent episode, Ashton, right on the Holy Grail, there is an inscription of episode 37 guest.
Nick Kiprios.
It says, remember what Kipper said? It has N period Kiprios. Last name lives there forever. Great stuff. Okay, well, why don't we move to another picture here as we continue our description. Well, so this is moving not just from the, well, we're still in an arena. You've got kind of a stick in your hand, but it's not hockey, Ashton. What is it? What was that experience like?
Well, it was amazing going on to the lacrosse field and for the Brampton Excelsiors, and they're an amazing team. We got to see them warm up, and it was a great experience. I mean, lacrosse is a great sport. I mean, for people who play hockey and want to find something to do in the off season, I think lacrosse is the way to go.
It sure is, and yeah, shout out. You had some tips, some skills from the top goal scorer on the Brampton Excelsiors, Curtis Ward. So that was pretty special as well too. We just kind of, taping that episode. That was Jamie Lee Rattray we were announcing on there because she played at the Brampton Memorial Arena way back, and now of course she's gone on to star for Team Canada and such. So shout out to our episode 35 guest. We're gonna bring it back to the home studio here now, because we guaranteed everybody, we guaranteed you that as part of this best of father-son fun talk, Ashton's got some prized items here, a little bit of show and share here on Champs and Chums. So Ashton, let's start with this, because it doesn't really have a sporting end to it, but actually you did have to participate and compete to get this.
Yeah, so this right here is from Grace Van Dien, also known as Chrissy.
Yeah, I'll put it up on the screen here as you describe it.
And I met her at Fan Expo on Sunday. It was super busy. I was actually sick that day, but I still pushed through my sickness, and I really wanted to go. And I got an autograph from her. It says, "Ashton, Chrissy, wake up." And then at the back, I have a picture with Finn Wolfhard, who is Millie Bobby Brown's boyfriend in the show. So I was 1 degree away from Millie Bobby Brown, basically.
One of your favorites for sure. Oh, that's amazing, Ashton. What was Fan Expo like?
Oh, it was super busy, and it was really, really great in there because you could just see everyone dressed up in their costumes, and the costumes look amazing. So I think Sunday was one of the busiest days. I think that was the last day till they moved to another city.
Well, Ashton, that was my first experience as well. Great father-son experience together, going down to Fan Expo. Heard lots about it. I was blown away. How many people follow it? I mean, it was exciting to be down there. I'm so glad that you got a chance to meet some cast members that you adore. But man, I was tired when we were done.
Yeah,
I really was.
A lot of walking.
It sure was. Well, let's move on here. It's baseball season, everybody. So Ashton, why don't you describe this collectible, a father-son theme as well too?
So this is the Vlad and Dad bobblehead, and
Look at that, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And this is really special because we went there early and we got it, and it honestly really looks amazing.
It sure was. A lot of people waiting for this rare collectible. Only 15,000 of these. And I mean, what a great pair. What a great duo. And what was so nice about that game when we went down, I think it was July the 2nd, there he was coming out of the dugout, Vladimir Guerrero Sr., right? Pitching to his son and throwing out the ceremony of first pitch to his son, They became battery mates for that ceremonial pitch. So nice what the Jays did. Very nice. Great. We're watching Facebook Live. It's Thanksgiving weekend, and Ashton, this has got to be when I pick this up, probably the I guess the most moist of things that had a sporting action into it. Why don't you describe for the fans?
Well, this headband right here, it says NBA on it, was Isaac Bonga's. I think
And
they
you'll
were
tell the fans here, yeah.
Yeah, I think they were versing the Blue Coats. I'm not sure.
Delaware Blue Coats,
Yep.
G League champ. Probably it was quarterfinals. Yeah.
And Isaac Bonga, with rage because they were losing, threw his headband on the floor. We went with some good chums, Gordon Chang and his son. And honestly, it was super sweaty that I had to pick it up with like 2 napkins. But it still went through. The sweat went through.
Yeah, and it was obviously so many people were wanting to take that if you didn't have it. But yeah, that was a great time, great moment for sure. Ashton, you know what? Let's actually put this into live play because we go down early to these baseball experiences. Everybody, you saw that photo earlier. Now we're going to show you living proof that this happened.
Okay, so earlier we talked about how I got a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ball, and like he threw it to me, and Bo Bichette held this, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. held this. So it says Father's Day, 2022, and then it says Vladdy on it. So this is probably one of the greatest balls I'll ever have.
Yeah, I'd say one of the greatest memorabilia. He wrote on it, everybody. After let's get a shot of this here on the camera so you can see it.
Father's Day, June 17th.
June the 19th, 2022. Vladdy ball will go down in the trophy case for sure. Okay, well, why don't we bring it back to the photos, because we've got a few more photos here. Thanks so much for joining us on Facebook Live, everybody. This is a best of father-son fun talk. And Ashton, we are Jays all the time. We got blue fever, and you took it to our hometown here at Brampton. Let's talk about this experience.
This experience was amazing. It was a half-day camp.
And I know you'll tell the fans, yeah.
And I made really good friends. And it was an amazing camp. It was skills and drills, and they taught us a lot about baseball.
Really good coaches there as well too. I came to see the back half of that.
I think they were coaching staff.
Yeah, they might have been development coaching staff for the Jays. So great stuff. Great time out, just minutes away from home at Sesquicentennial Park in Brampton.
We've been calling it
Sequicential.
Sequicential.
That's Dad's fault, actually.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on to our next photo here in this wonderful showcase of experiences during our years at Champs and Chums. Well, this is a recent one.
Yeah.
This was downtown, and we didn't miss the opportunity for the Champs to be with the Champs, Ashton. Where is this?
This is at Eaton Center in downtown Toronto, and if you look at the sign, it says Champs, and we thought that would be a great fit. It says Champs Sports, and we talk about sports, life, and friendship, and we just thought we would take a photo there.
Yeah, a lot of fun. It's a great store as well, too. So shout out to the Champs. That was Eaton Center. What was it like? One of the Power Girls is doing some amazing things there now in University, not too far away there. But you went to the Eaton Center for the very first time. What was it like? Tell the fans here in the camera.
Well, it was super big, and apparently we didn't even cover half of the mall. So that's pretty big because it's the biggest mall in Canada, and it's really amazing there, and it's a really great experience.
Yeah, either that or West Edmonton Mall, but for sure. Good stuff. Well, we'll keep moving on here in our photos. And Ashton, golf has been among the sports that you've wanted to try. You've definitely found your game there. I mean, I got out, was it 4 times this year? 3 or 4
about
times.
That, yeah.
Yeah, and now this is at here at lovely Peel Village. Why don't you tell them about this experience?
Well, this experience was amazing because we got to golf together. It was near. This was during summer break, so maybe 4, 5 o'clock, and it was a really beautiful sunset, and we just had to take a picture of it.
Yeah, it was really nice. And what would you say to those fans out there? I mean, you know, they say I think it was Mark Twain that said golf is a beautiful walk spoiled, or something to that effect. It can be a frustrating game,
Yeah.
but you seem to have some good talent on that, my man. What does it take from tee to green to be, a real accomplished golfer?
It really takes a lot of practice. I can say that because during my golf camp at Peel Village, well, it actually was raining 2 days in a row, and when we were on the first hole, they sounded like the thunderstorm alert, and
The air horn?
yeah, we were
Yeah.
so scared.
Yeah.
But only rain came, so we were okay, and I think seventh hole, about 120 yards, right on the green with my 7-iron.
Great stuff. Well, we'll keep moving here. I know there's a few great photos in the queue that will just kind of move over a bit more quicker because you've had a chance to speak about Chrissy, right? So that was great. And then we move on to the next photo here at Fan Expo, where Ashton, as you saw, by virtue of the picture, you'll see that Ashton met Finn Wolfhard. So we'll move on to that photo and show you that there. That's in living proof, everybody. And now we'll move on to our next photo, which now brings us back to baseball. That was the last Junior Jays. What's it like to run the bases, Ashton?
Oh, it's amazing. You really feel like a Blue Jays player, and it's a great experience for kids. And it's really amazing to have every kid of no matter disability, no matter what happened to them or why they might be in a wheelchair, they still get the opportunity to go out there and feel like a real Blue Jays player. So I think that's what it really is empowering about the Junior Jays running the bases.
Well, that's such a really thoughtful way of describing opportunity, right? Yeah, you need a ticket to get in the game, but after that, the Jays open up their doors, they open up the field, all in a very careful way, and they give every kid an opportunity to run the bases. I wish I had that opportunity when I was young, but you've taken full advantage of that in our great friendship, as it were, as father and son, and I think you've gone probably about 5 or 6 times now.
Yeah.
But, okay, we'll keep moving here on the photos. We've got a few more to share. Well, wow, Ashton, talk about great experiences. This is a super kind of experience here. Why don't you tell them about that?
Well, this was at the Raptors 905 Fan Fest, and it was about 2 hours of basketball skills and drills. And it was really amazing, but what was the amazing part was that I got to meet Nav Bhatia.
Yeah, we met Nav on previous occasion, pre-COVID, and great to catch up with him again. So passionate, eh?
Yeah.
And he's taken his stature and his platform of being a certifiable super fan, and he's done some amazing things on the charitable side, and always has an opportunity and a moment to speak to. He's a fan of the people.
Yeah.
Right? And we're fans of Nav, so great stuff. We're going to keep moving here on our photos to show you some great experiences. This one's very recent, Ashton.
Yeah.
You've started to play hockey.
Yeah, and floor hockey it is, and it's really fun. And just yesterday, I went to Susan Fenno and went to the gymnasium and played ball hockey, or floor hockey. And it was an amazing experience. We had a little game at the end. It's everybody versus everybody. We had some great players on our team. I scored the first goal right off the goalie stick, right off the helmet and into the net. And then I assisted one of my friends, and he got the goal.
Sounds like you're in regular season form, man.
Yeah.
Maybe you better, maybe a PTO at the Leafs next year or something. All right, we'll keep moving on our photos. We've got just a few left thanks for tuning in with us. This is just a kick off the Thanksgiving weekend, and we went on a beautiful Mark. Well, I should say Mark, because our chum Mark and Kyle were gracious hosts, but we went during March break and had an amazing adventure. And we went to your namesake, Ashton. Tell us about this.
Well, Ashton, Ontario was amazing. It wasn't far from Canada, and it was a great experience. We went to Ashton Brewery and Pub, and their food is amazing there. 10 out of 10. And what I find a coincidence is I'm wearing the same sweater and the same pants.
Well, there you go. He has other things in the wardrobe, everybody. I can guarantee you of that. But Ashton, you go to a place of your namesake, Ashton, Ontario. Did you feel like a rock star the way, because it's a village, everybody. It's just outside of Stittsville, right? Probably about, 25 minutes or so. How did you feel?
Well, I felt amazing that I was in a town with my own namesake, and that was an amazing experience, and I'll keep that memory forever.
Well, Ashton Brew Pub, the place to be when you go to the village of Ashton. They're following us on social. They're big fans of Champs and Chums, so shout out to them. Great people, great food, great drinks as well too. Let's keep moving, Ashton, on these great assortment of photos. Ashton, this is a Raptor experience.
Oh yeah, I remember this game really, really well. So near the second quarter, since they put off the fireworks, a speaker caught on fire, and we just see Rose leaving, and we're like, what happened? And we go on Twitter, where you can find literally everything on there.
Right, yeah.
And we found that there was a fire on the speaker, so we had to be evacuated.
And it was, I guess I would call it a bit of controlled chaos. And there we were on the drive back, Ashton, when they allowed to continue the game.
At like 11 o'clock.
Well, yeah, it was 9:30ish or so. We're driving from Toronto back home here to Brampton. And there it was, our episode 24 best of guest, Eric Smith, who such a great talent, informing us and those that were listening to the Raptors game on the Fan 590. And he broadcasted the game with probably only about 30, 40 people in the arena.
Yeah, I think all the people actually were just photographers, honestly.
Yeah, and of course, maybe ushers and such. Okay, we've got a few more photos before we bring it back for our finale here in the home studio. Ashton, we are big fans of the 905, and there's some big players right there. Who we got?
We got Justin Champagny and Alex Antetokounmpo.
Double A.
Yeah.
Now, what was it like Champagny was getting minutes with the Raps.
Yeah.
And he's in the conversation to probably make the team this year. What was it like to meet him?
Well, it was an amazing experience. If we had the ball, it's upstairs in our podcasting room, and we got all the players to sign the 905 ball, and it was an amazing experience meeting the boys.
Yeah, big fans of the 905. We'll be down there again this season. Great ball, great family value, and a lot of these rising stars you'll be seeing playing with the Raptors. All right, I think there's one more photo in this wonderful showcase of photos, and this one is out of this world, Ashton.
Oh, yeah.
Out of this world delicious. The experience was amazing. This was back in April. I think it was to celebrate your grandma Anita's birthday. And where was this?
This was at Robo Sushi, and they had robots. The purple one took you to your spot, or the blue one. And there was this big cart thing with a little online animated face, like a very cute face. And if you tap him 2 times, he'll go back to where he was. And right. That was a really cool experience, getting food from a robot.
Do they take tips as well too?
Maybe.
Is that why you're saying that they get really happy when they get to reflect their great service? But good stuff. That was a great experience. Robo Sushi up in North York. I was going to say New York there for a sec. But we are going to bring it back for our finale into the home studio, everybody. It's been amazing. But we have one more item that Ashton wants to show you. And you know, it's championship in nature. So that's what I'll say. Ashton, over to you.
Well, as the Raptors won the 2019-2018 season, I believe it was.
2019.
Yep, 2019. I got a replica ring, and it's very cool. It says Leonard on it, Kawhi Leonard, and it has all the little bits of like jewelry pieces, I guess.
Yeah, like knockoff diamonds. It is a replica, everybody, but it looks like the real thing. It was championship. We got it the same year the Raptors won. And I couldn't think of a better way to end this wonderful father-son best of segment. Ashton, how do you think it went here tonight?
Well, it went amazing, obviously going through photos and memorabilia of these 3 years of the podcast.
Yeah, sure is. And, you know, this is a weekend where we all say thanks. We're also grateful for a lot of things that come to us in life. But I guess I just wanted to say to you, Ashton, how grateful I am to be your dad. You're an amazing guy. We've done outstanding things on this passion project. The number of special people that we've had a chance to chat with and talk to, the way that I see you grow and develop your skills has been outstanding. I am grateful to be your co-host, and that's my big thanks. And what are you thankful for, Ashton?
Well, I'm thankful for even learning about the podcasting world. I mean, this wouldn't have been a thing if we hadn't found out about podcasting. I mean,
yeah. And we want to thank the city of Brampton, who was so helpful to get us kicked off in our learnings about the world of podcasting. And 37 episodes deep of Champs and Chums. We couldn't have done it without you fans. And Ashton, what do you want to say to the fans who are watching this right now?
Well, fans, you've been so supportive. You guys don't even know how supportive you've been. Like, you've been listening since day one, and you're really amazing fans, and I can't wait for more episodes, more supportiveness, and yeah, I think that's what I have to say.
Well, you said a lot of great things there, Ashton. We want to thank all our special best of guests that have joined us for all the episodes of Champs and Chums. Of course, you want to thank the Power Girls, Uncle Dennis. They've been there right from the beginning. Thank them for their love and support. We want to thank AC, who's been producing this as well, too. Angela, thank you so much for doing so much on our passion project and making it so spectacular as it has been, with all the great work on social and online and everything else. We want to thank you, the fans. You guys have been amazing, as Ashton mentioned, and you can check us out if you haven't already on all the major podcast platforms. So that's at Champs and Chums. You can catch us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and then also on our website, champsandchums.com, and in social at champsandchums.com. Ashton, this is going to be a big Thanksgiving weekend fist bump, my man. We always do that at the end of every show. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. And Ashton, as we always say, cheers to champs, cheers to chums, and cheers to an all-star day. Thanks for watching.